Now that the NFL offseason is here with the champs residing in Philly, congrats to them. I'm a Patriots fan, by the way. So if you thought I was a Philly fan because I wore a fucking TO jersey, that's on you. Regardless, this is about the free agency and the quarterbacks, the most important piece to your team, the coach on the field, the orchestrator of the offense. Here we are to talk about it. The two biggest names in the free agency market this year would be Aaron Rodgers, since the Jets told him, hey, we don't want you anymore. And then now Sam Darnold, who is a free agent after coming off his best year yet. To start it off, we got the Browns, and I think everyone's well informed on that situation in Cleveland, how they have so much guaranteed money. What are they going to do with Deshaun Watson, who hasn't shown any sign of himself back in Houston? Not even talking about the off the field shit, because we all know that's bad. But then he tore his Achilles and then tore it again in rehab. The Cowboys, we don't know if they're going to re-sign Dak after his injury. And Jerry Jones is obviously playing it up in the media. Then we got a dumpster fire organization in Indianapolis, the Colts, with Joe Flacco and Anthony Tap My Head Richardson. I don't know what the fuck that shit was about last season. That was an embarrassment. So what are they going to do at the position? I know Joe Flacco, he's older. He can only go so far. You know, you got to show him love and respect for coming back in and having a good season in Cleveland and doing what he can in Indianapolis. But I don't blame him one bit. We're probably going to have a couple of these dumpster fire organizations on this list. As you know, you don't got a quarterback, you're probably a shitty team. The Jags, Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence. What's going to happen with Trevor Lawrence? Is he going to recover? Mac Jones starting, and he came from New England, had a rough start over there. Trust me, I'm a fan of New England Patriots. I know how it went. Regardless, him coming down here being a backup for Trevor Lawrence, I think was good for him. It was good to get away from that scenery in New England. And is Trevor Lawrence going to be traded? I don't know. I think that there were rumors online about him being sent to Pittsburgh. Don't know how true that is. I know that they just got their GM, or they're trying to go through GM interviews right now. There's a lot of things going down in Jacksonville. Then you have a new regime over there in Vegas, not Oakland. I almost said it. Then Vegas, not new regime per se, but you added Tom motherfucking Brady. Then you go and get Pete Carroll. Obviously, Tom's doing the head coaching interviews. You telling me that he wouldn't? Hey, Aaron Rodgers, you know, why don't you come over to Vegas? Hey, Devontae, you already got a place over here. You know, come on. I do think that is an intriguing matchup for him. Pete, Aaron, Brady in the ownership, Devontae. That's not a bad group right there. I'm not saying they're going to go win something, but you got Mason Crosby on the other end. You got some pieces to start to build around, and people you can definitely trust to do that. The Dolphins, and you might be thinking, bro, they just signed Tua to a 50 mil, whatever. I don't give a fuck. He sucks. He's bad. Can't stay healthy. He's trash. Needs to be out of Miami. I'm telling you, not even because of biased Patriots fan. I know you could be thinking that. I understand. I just go watch him. If it wasn't for Mike McDaniels, this dude would have been working at Amazon. Okay? Let's just be honest. This dude is not it. He's not MVP material. He's not playoff material. He'll never win a playoff game. He'll never get it done. Tyreek Hill, if I'm you, I'm saying deuces again, even though you took it back. You need to get the fuck out of Miami. They're going to pay whoever, whatever, and just try to have the illusion of, oh, we're going to win a playoff game. No, you're not. You're not going to do anything. Personally, Tua's on the hot seat. Mike McDaniel's on the hot seat. Shit. Ross needs to go too. Like, it's bad in Miami. And the Minnesota Vikings. Why are they on this list? Well, Sam Darnold, are they going to actually retain him? Is he going to be walking free? They had a terrible collapse in the playoffs. I'm not saying this for any Minnesota fans, but I called it from week 4. I knew it. I saw it. I said it. Got screenshots to prove it. I knew this was going to come. It was only a matter of time before Sam Darnold went back down to earth. It doesn't matter. KOC, KFC, AO, it don't fucking matter. Okay? Sam Darnold's going to be Sam Darnold's seeing ghosts. Okay? That's how he is. This is what he will revert back to. And that's just what it is. Now, is he going to get paid by one of these dumpster fire organizations? I wouldn't be surprised if he does. I mean, we'll talk about that with the champs here in just a moment, in probably my next video with the Super Bowl champs in their free agency, trying to keep all their top players. Good luck with that, because there's a reason it was tough to build a dynasty in New England and in Kansas City, because the turnover rate, everyone's coming for your players. I could definitely see Sam Darnold signing with Giants, a Saints, a dumpster fire organization that just doesn't understand. They're like, hey, we knew you had like a 14-2 season or whatever the fuck season. They had a great season, but they will never understand that Sam Darnold will always be Sam Darnold, and he will see ghosts when the time is the brightest. The lights, I'm talking Miles Austin bobbling the ball. Okay, if you understand the reference, you get it. Are the Vikings going to make that mistake? Are they going to move on to JJ? Are they going to get an Aaron Rodgers? I don't know. Now, I think that they still need to give JJ a chance, even though he got hurt. Still learn from somebody, get another vet, maybe a Joe Flacco if he's going to leave Indianapolis, or maybe somebody else. Aaron Rodgers is a pipe dream, and I know everyone's saying that he's going to go on the Brett Favre route. We'll see on that. Next team I have are the two teams I just named, the Saints and the Giants. They're both in the same boat of a dumpster. They're more of a dumpster fire organization than Indianapolis. At least the ownership in Jim Irsay wants to win. It doesn't mean he knows how to. At least he wants to win. Those organizations, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with their checkbook, or signing Daniel to cut him for Saquon to leave and go to the champs. Like, you do not understand any of what you're doing. The GM needs to be fired. If I was the owner, if I was the owner, I would scrub every single Hard Knocks video, the GM series, and try to get that deleted from the internet about the Saquon clip, because that is embarrassing. And that alone goes to show you how much of a dumpster fire organization they both are. You're going to kick the can down the road to have Spencer Ratliff, whatever, be your quarterback, Saints? I mean, come on. You got to figure it out. And you can't just sign guys and kick them down the road. It's just not what it is. And in New York, bro, like, you're going to really side with Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley? Alone as an owner, GM, whatever, you're going to lose your job because you're going to lose jersey sales, yet alone games. I'm not even talking about games. I'm talking about jersey sales. You're number one guy for this shitty quarterback, and you end up cutting him during the season. It's fucking pathetic. And you still need a quarterback. Then the next dumpster fire organization in New York, the Jets. Keep in mind, let me actually backtrack this, because both of those teams don't even fucking play in New York. The only team that does is in Buffalo. All right. The only team that actually plays in New York are the Bills. Think about that. Crazy, right? They play in New Jersey. So I should just be calling them the New Jersey Giants and New Jersey Jets, because they are that much of a dumpster fire organization that they aren't even true to their fucking name. New York. No, you're not. Okay. You're in little brother land. Thank you. Now, the next team are the Steelers. Are the Steelers going to actually, are they going to keep Russell Wilson? Are they going to re-sign Justin Fields? The one wild card or two wild cards, I should say, are the rumors that we're hearing with Trevor Lawrence online. Does he actually go to Pittsburgh? That'd be kind of fucking crazy. Trevor Lawrence, maybe a resurgence in Pittsburgh. Who knows? Aaron Rodgers would be my wild card, my other one, because late in your career, you know what you're doing. You could bring such an offense to Pittsburgh that they've never seen since Big Ben. Hell, even before Big Ben, maybe, because Rodgers is built diff. He's a different guy. Go look at 2010 Super Bowl, whatever it was. Go ask him there. Could he go win a Super Bowl for the yellow and black? Who fucking knows? And get them a ring instead of taking it away in Green Bay. But Pittsburgh makes a lot of questionable moves to me. I love Mike Tomlin. I love their organization. There's no like growth. There's no like change. There's no like risk to get to the next level, in my opinion. That's how I see it. You're playing it too safe. Maybe he needs a change of scenery, just like Andy Reid did from Philly and went on to win, obviously, with Patrick, and here we are in Kansas City. I don't know. Could be what Tomlin needs the most is a change of scenery, even though I do like him there. I do like him in the black and yellow. I mean, it is what it is. These last two teams, one, Seattle. Okay, Seattle. I don't know how long Geno is going to be there. And I'm not saying that he's going to be in the same line of the same Darnold, because obviously having been drafted to the Jets does hinder you a lot. But now you've been in Seattle for a little bit. We've seen growth. We've seen development. You've definitely taken a leap. But are you going to be able to make noise in the playoffs? Or are they going to have to start moving and finding a new guy? I know you had some injuries this year, I do believe. But the fact is, you got to win games. You got to win playoff games. You got to grow. You got to get better. You got to try to get to the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl. But is Geno that guy? We don't know in Seattle, to be honest with you. The last thing I'd say about Seattle is, ever since Pete Carroll left, Marshawn Lynch, really just the Legion of Boom era, ever since they lost to New England, there was obviously a deterioration of the culture in Seattle, and it really hasn't rebounded. If I'm being honest, from my perspective, it hasn't come back. The last team I think is the most obvious team are the Tennessee Titans, bro. Will Levis, I don't know what you're doing. Like, you don't even know what the coach wants, and you're just doing whatever the fuck, like Carson Wentz sometimes. You're just doing whatever the fuck works, or you're just trying to win. You're trying to make a play. You're trying too much, maybe, and you got to get out of town, bro. I think that's what we need most is Tennessee fans might need to get a new quarterback in Tennessee. Will Levis is just not it. So let me know if you think I missed any teams down below. Try to keep it sweet and to the point in my thoughts and opinions of these quarterbacks and the free agency market. I think Aaron Rodgers is most likely going to the Raiders or Pittsburgh, because it gives him a good chance to win and get a culture around him of winning. And then I also think Sam Darnold is going to go to the Saints or the Giants. The Jets could even be a hilarious scenario. Either way, he's going to revert back to Icy Ghosts and be the dumpster fire he is at quarterback. So love and appreciate the support, and I hope to see you in the next one.